Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog, or welcome if you're new. I'm really excited today because we're getting ready for a couple things. We're gonna have a little family gender reveal party, which is why you see these like awesome balloon decorations behind me. That's gonna be coming up later this week. So make sure you subscribe so you get notified when that video comes out. But up until the day that we have our gender reveal party, we thought it'd be fun to test out a bunch of gender wives' tales to see like what they say we're having. So we prepared a bunch of stuff to do that in the vlog today, and then we're also gonna be posting a bunch of stuff on TikTok. So can you put our TikTok handle on the screen here? So make sure you're following us over there as well, and I'll show you guys what I've been working on this morning for the gender reveal wives' tale situation. So we made this board. Well, it has like an ultrasound photo on it. So like one of them required an ultrasound photo, so I put it on there, and we have a little black pen so we can mark, like, keep a tally. But these are all different like tests I could find on the internet. There's a lot of them. Some of them are questions, some of them are like actual physical tests, like the ring test we did the other day. And we're going to tally up the total and find out what the wives' tales say we're having.
That's how you find out if it's a boy or a girl. You just use a little witchcraft.
Yeah, so stay tuned and we're gonna find out what it says.
You guys probably know that we already have 5 daughters, and these tests, they really don't matter. Like, we just super want like a healthy baby. But it is kind of fun doing old wives' tales or little gypsy tales or whatever these are, to find out like what people would historically have guessed, you know, based on the results of these tests here. So, you know, whether it's a boy or a girl, it really doesn't matter. Our children are amazing. So I
think it's funny that you just called it a gypsy test.
Yeah, well, whatever. No problem, I like gypsies. So
we're gonna, I guess, get into it. So let me grab a chair and we can sit down and kind of start going through these and see what's up. All right, guys, so we're gonna get started by doing all of the ones that are like questions, and then we'll like do the ones that are like experiments. I feel like that's the easiest way to do it instead of getting up and down a bunch of times. So you saw the board that we made. It's not gonna be on the frame because it's giant, as you can see. So I'm putting it in front of us so we can kind of read off of it, and we'll be keeping score, and then we'll show you at the end like the tally, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the first question, which I do know because of the going to the doctor's appointments and ultrasounds and stuff, is the baby's heartbeat above or below 140 beats per minute? If it's below, then it's supposed to mean that you're having a boy. Okay. And if it's higher, then it means that you're having a girl.
So for 140, so what was the heartbeat?
It was like 164.
164, so high is girl.
Yeah, so high means girl.
One mother's tail vote for girl.
Mother's tail.
I don't know why.
Wives' tail, so 1 point for girls. So I'm actually gonna circle.
All right.
Yeah, 1 point for girls.
And then the next question is, have you been craving sweet or salty foods?
Oops, I just hit the camera. It's like, okay.
And I've been craving both. But I don't think it's about me.
Okay, so that's an interesting one because I feel like sometimes I have one craving. Like, I don't eat a lot of sugar, but like I was having See's candy because we had that from Christmas.
That's
and I was
true.
like really craving that.
See's candy.
But then I also have been drinking like a lot of vegetable juice and eating a lot of vegetables and like salty foods.
Yeah,
so, like,
and if it's sweet, it's girl, and if it's salty, it's a boy.
I would say probably more salty than sweet, but what do you think? Like, do you see me eating more salty or sweet foods?
I would say that you've been, versus normal, you've actually had more sweets, because normally I never see you eat sweets.
I guess if you think about it like that, because I don't normally eat sugar really, so.
Right, so then she's,
so probably.
Now in all fairness, I did get her a couple boxes of See's candy, so having that around, it might have been me influencing it to be sweet, which is a girl. But I would say you've been craving sweet more. All right,
so far.
2 girl.
That's 2 points for girls.
2 girl.
Okay, so we did. Actually, we'll talk about that in a minute. There's the whole ring test thing. We'll talk about that more. So one of the other ones that, okay, so another question is my body hair growing fast or slow?
I'm not talking.
Which I've never heard of as like being a gender wives' tale. I honestly don't have very much body hair. Yeah. So for me, like, I mean, I feel like it's the same and it's normally slow. So like, I think that.
So no change.
So no change.
I feel like as we're going through, we should just hit on some of the tests that we're going to do as experiments. So we're going to do a ring test.
The baking soda test.
A baking soda test.
The ultrasound test.
Okay. Chinese calendar test?
Well, that's just one we can talk about too. There's a couple, so we're gonna do.
When we get to them.
Yeah, when we get to them. There's one, I do have a Doppler, a fetal Doppler, so we might pull that out to check the baby's heartbeat again to see if it's like different than it was when I got 164. So we'll see, but I haven't used that yet this pregnancy. We've had it for a while and it's just been like in the closet. So I don't know. We'll see if we can find the heartbeat for you guys. Okay, so the next one is the Chinese calendar. And so this is one that's like been around forever. Like I remember my mom telling me when we were kids that like me and my brothers and sister, like it was correct for her. And that's the one where it has, I'll put a chart, or Jeff can, I'll pull it so you can put it on the screen. So you guys can kind of see, we'll put it somewhere. It goes off of like the age that you are when you get pregnant and then the month you conceived. So I was 34 and I'm still 34. So I was 34 and the baby was conceived in September, which on the Chinese calendar says girl.
Okay, another vote for girl.
Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because then there's the Mayan calendar.
The Mayans.
And the Mayan calendar is slightly different, and we'll put that on the screen too so you guys can kind of see. And based on the Mayan calendar, when I looked this morning, it says boy.
Ah, always button heads. Chinese and Mayan calendar.
It's like interesting because like one says boy and one says girl. I actually haven't checked with the girls to see if it was accurate for any of them. Maybe we'll do that later and see. But that's interesting that one says boy and one says girl. They're not exactly the same. Yeah. So something to note. So the next question is dad gaining weight with mom?
Power weight.
So I don't think you physically gained like any weight, but also...
Oh, emotional weight. Is that what you mean? Did I gain emotional baggage?
No, but also he's been like the one that's like encouraging like late night snacking, and he's like, Taco Bell sounds really good. He's like baiting me. He's like, doesn't Taco Bell sound really good right now?
Take advantage of it.
So, I mean, if you go off of that and just like you've been eating more stuff and doing stuff like that, it would be yes. So do you think yes or no?
I don't know. Have I gained weight? I've been pretty steady, so I would actually say no.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's my take on me.
All right, so no means boy and yes means girl. Okay, so we'll say no. No, you were not. Were you?
No, I'm
okay,
no, but you guys could tell us.
This is another one that I'd never heard before, and this is like if you're more clumsy than usual. And I'm normally pretty clumsy.
Super,
so
like 10 out of 10 clumsy.
So have I been more clumsy than I normally am? Or like the same?
I mean, it's so hard to tell. If like a countertop edge or a corner of a bed gets near you.
Yeah, I know.
Or a chair.
I like how you said if it gets near me. Have I been more clumsy than you?
I mean, it's unfair, but I would say...
No.
Like, you're the most clumsy person I know. So more clumsy? I mean, I don't know.
It's up to you. You have to like, I mean, I feel like I can't tell.
I'd say no.
Okay.
Not more clumsy.
So just the same.
But the baseline was so bad on that. It's like...
Okay. So yes, if I was more clumsy, that means it's a boy.
Okay.
If it's no, then it means that you're supposed to be having a girl.
Another girl vote. So right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girl, 2 boy. That's where we're at right now.
Okay.
All right.
So the next question, has my skin been dry or soft? And I think it's been dry. Like my hands have been using tons of lotion.
Have you felt your elbows?
They're dry. They're dry. So I think, dry is boy.
Oh, all right, boy. 5 to 3 is getting close.
Yeah. So I definitely had dry skin, but to be fair, it's also winter and I normally have dry skin.
Oh, yeah. So, change of seasons might just be. So next one is heartburn.
I have never had heartburn when I was pregnant, ever, with any kids. So but I'm like 20 weeks, so I mean, I'm sure I could possibly get it later on, but as of right now, I haven't had it. So if you have heartburn, it's supposed to mean you're having a boy, and if you do not have heartburn, it means girl. So girl. Yeah, so we're in a circle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Girls starting to run away with it.
All right, so I know girls are winning, which was expected. So okay, complexion. So this is one where it's like, have you been getting a lot of acne and breakouts, or are you glowing? I don't feel like I've ever glowed during a pregnancy. I have terrible, it's not really on my face, but I actually get this like pregnancy like rash on my chest and shoulders, and it's been so bad this pregnancy, like worse than any other pregnancy. So I'm gonna say, yeah, it's like acne. Are you having acne, or like are you glowing? Like I definitely have acne, like way worse than any pregnancy I've ever had. And if you have acne, it's supposed to mean that you're having a girl, which based on our other pregnancies, we have 5 girls. So like that would make sense because I've always broken out when I was pregnant.
Counterpoint, if this is the first time you've had a bad breakout, it might be different. Just saying.
Maybe, but this, if it's a boy, I'm supposed to be glowy. Like that's the whole, like anyway.
Well, you always look glowing to me.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Okay, so this next one is interesting. Like I said, I'm about 20 weeks. And so this one is about like how you're carrying. Are you carrying high or low? And if you're, let me stand up. Okay, so this is my bump. It's not super big yet, but I'm also tall. I know it's getting hard. I know. So I don't know. I mean, I would say compared to the other pregnancies, I actually think that I'm carrying higher.
Really?
Yeah, like based on like how far along I am. Because I remember I felt like really high with Graceland too.
I'll take your word for it.
So I think it's high, but you guys let me know in the comments if you think that it was high or low. Sometimes YouTube turns off our comments. So if they did that, go over to Instagram. You can leave that handle on the screen, right? Yes. So go over there and we respond to comments over there. So go check that out. So I'm gonna say I'm carrying high, and if it's high, it means girl.
High is girl.
So girl, I mean, it's looking pretty heavy girl.
8-3.
Okay.
Girls are winning.
So morning sickness is the next one. And morning sickness is interesting because I've had such varying levels of it with all my pregnancies. And Gemma was, oh my God, that was so bad, right? That was like borderline hyperemesis. So I was the sickest with Gemma. This pregnancy, I did have some morning sickness, but it definitely wasn't the worst morning sickness I've had. And now I'm in the second trimester, it's pretty much gone away.
Yeah, good.
So that's been pretty good. So according to the thing that I have, the chart, it says if you have a lot of morning sickness, like further on in the first trimester, you're supposed to be having a girl. And if you do not, it's a boy. So this is one vote for boy.
All right, another boy one here. Let's see here. Baby moving a lot is the next one. Super active
or chill.
Just chilling.
So the baby's been moving like crazy. Like I think I felt movement at like 11 weeks. So I feel it move all the time, which actually is a little scary because the last time I had this feeling, I was pregnant with Graceland, who's our 12-year-old, and she was the most active baby. Remember?
Yeah.
So I feel like this baby's really active. If it's active, it's supposed to mean you're having a boy, and if the baby's really mellow, it's supposed to be a girl. So this is another vote for a boy.
All right. Evening up a little bit.
Right? So, okay, the next one, this is one you're gonna have to answer.
No, I'm not. This is a trap.
Have I been
This is a trap.
more moody or more mellow this pregnancy?
Told you. Told you.
Yeah, if you're moody, it's supposed to mean you're having a girl, and if you're not, then it's a boy.
Dream. It's been a dream come true.
I feel like I've been pretty moody. I mean...
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Let's just go.
You know, we'll just like pencil that in as moody, but... Like,
I have been...
If you change your mind later, which you will, then definitely
no, then definitely you didn't have an opinion.
Definitely, yeah.
I feel like I've been very cranky.
Moody. It's fine, whatever.
I have no patience.
What? I don't know. Maybe mellow then. All right, moody.
All right, so moody means that you're supposed to be having a girl, and mellow means you're supposed to be having a boy. All right, so headaches. Have I been having headaches this pregnancy? Headaches are supposed to mean that you're having a boy. And if you don't have headaches, then it means you're supposed to be having a girl. And I have been having headaches, which I haven't had in other pregnancies, which is interesting. So I've had like once or twice a week. Not anything crazy, not like migraine status, but like annoying headaches.
Is that why you go to bed so early?
Sometimes. Also, I can't sleep very well, so like that's part of it too. So headaches mean you're having a boy. So let's see where we're at right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 girl, and 2, 4, 6 boy. So girls are killing it. Right? Okay, so the last question before we kind of get into the test is, has my hair been thicker or limp? Like less, like I haven't lost hair, but also I have some hair extensions in, like not very many, but like I have one row of like these sewing kind. So I haven't really noticed the difference. I mean, do you think my hair looks, do you think it looks thicker to you?
You look so beautiful and vibrant. Is vibrant a choice? No? So thick or limp?
Thick, I mean, has my hair looked
Do you look thick or limp?
Yeah. The baby's laughing.
I mean, you got a baby. Looking thick.
I don't know. Like, I feel like, what do you think? I feel like, I don't know. Do you think it looks thick?
I don't know. Then that can just be, that can be neutral. That can be unable to determine.
Okay. All right. So that one, I'm just going to put a question mark because honestly, like, I really don't know. Now we'll move into the tests that are like, we have to actively experimental.
All right.
Okay. So the first one we're going to do, and I pulled an ultrasound photo for you guys. And this is an interesting photo. This is one of the only ultrasound photos that shows the twins actually before we lost one of the babies. So the baby that I'm still carrying is the one that is on the bottom here that's closest to the front. And then the other baby is kind of, if you can see, it's like in the back right here. So the ultrasound test says that if your baby is on the upper left to the lower left side, then it's supposed to be a boy. And if it's on the upper right or lower right side, it's supposed to be a girl, and you're supposed to use these like early ultrasounds. I think I was like 8 or 9 weeks.
So is that on the right then?
So
I can't really tell. I can't really tell what it is.
Based on this, it says that the twin that we lost was a girl, and then it says that the one that we're carrying right now is a boy. So it says one of each.
So vote for a boy.
So, but based on this, it says that the one, yeah, it says that it's a boy. So we'll mark that. And yeah, this is like the only picture we have, which is really interesting because they were really hard to see both at the same time on like any other ultrasound. So again, I'll hold it up so you guys can kind of see. I think I was like 8 weeks or something during this. But yeah, so that's interesting. I don't think we'd shown this one before. Okay, so we're gonna get up now and move on to, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's do the ring test.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move on now to the ring test. Okay, we're back now, and just so you guys know, we did this test once already. We've uploaded it to TikTok, so it's gonna be interesting to see if it's the same as when we did it the other day.
I think it's like, Ouija boards are real. So, I mean, this is like what? If it goes in a circle, it's a girl, and if it goes straight,
yeah,
it's a boy, so like...
But then it was funny because on the TikTok, like some people in the comments were like, oh, I always thought if it was in a circle, it was supposed to be a boy.
See?
So like it's one of those things where it like depends on like your region or like whatever. So I don't really know, but you're supposed to take a piece of your hair and your wedding ring.
How do you know if that's a piece of your hair or an extension?
It's a piece of my hair. It hurt when I pulled it out. But very funny.
It would hurt if I pulled out your extensions. Okay.
Okay.
Continue on.
So you're supposed to take it and like I'm just gonna lean back, and then hold over my belly and then kind of drop it.
I'll tilt the camera. We have on
and
a
then
tripod.
See, they can see it, right? Okay.
Kinda.
So I'm gonna do it and then we'll see. Okay.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
I don't know what it's doing.
Well, we have to watch it for a minute.
It's
going in a circle.
Yeah, it's going in a circle.
So it went in a circle last time.
Okay.
And the circle, according to the test that we had looked up, meant that you were having a girl.
Circle's a girl.
Circle's a girl. So it's the same result as the TikTok that we did before.
So if the ring test knows anything,
it was right. It was the same both times. We don't know if it's right.
We flipped 2 coins. Must be fate.
All right, so we're back. We prepared the supplies. We're not going to show you guys the pee. I've seen some videos of this where people like showed you the pee. I'm not here for that. I don't want to do it. So basically the test is you take baking soda and you take pee, and if it fizzes, you pour it into one, you pour one into the other, and if it fizzes, it's a boy, and if it stays flat, then it's supposed to be
That's such a weird who was like, I know how to tell the gender of your child. I just need some of your urine.
It's just pee. You know, I think back in like the old day, like back like centuries ago, like they literally had like pregnancy tests where you like.
We actually don't even need to do this because it's 10-7, girls win.
I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show it because again, I think it's gross.
Oh, I hate that we just did this. We could have gone
for science. Oh, it's fizzy though. It's fizzing though.
Oh, something's wrong.
Okay, but it's fizzing. I mean, this is the grossest science experiment I've ever done. It's definitely fizzing, so that's a boy result. So what's the tally?
10-8, girls win.
10-8. So we still don't know. We don't know. We're actually doing a gender.
Wait a minute, we just did all of the wives' tales. We know now. 10-8. This should be an announcement video.
This should be an announcement video. Surprise, we know the gender. We should make that the title. We know the gender. We did all these wives' tales. So based on this, it's supposed to be a girl. But I mean 10-8. I mean that doesn't sound very scientifically reliable.
It's what we never thought it was.
It's what, I mean I especially feel that way now that I'm holding my own pee in cups.
But that's gonna be it. I think we're gonna do some of these. Maybe we can find some more. Maybe we'll put them on like Instagram or TikTok or something. When we do the gender reveal video, if there's any extras, we'll maybe include them in there and we have our little party. So make sure you're subscribed so you get notified when that video comes out. It's gonna be sometime in the next week. And thank you guys so much for watching. This was really fun for us to make. We hope you guys enjoyed it and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.